Hi all, I have another amazingly instructive game from 1862 to show you. I believe we can gain a lot of insights from these early historical games about what not to do in chess and chess openings. Here we have Jakob Rosanes against Adolf Anderssen. Adolf Anderssen was regarded as one of the top players of his era, one of the top attacking players of the Romantic era in fact. So we have e4, e5, and in the Romantic era we have the King's Gambit. It was all the rage, this King's Gambit. We have a central counter here, d5, very energetic. Black wants to wrest the initiative from white. And in fact, white takes here, we have e4, and nowadays the move d3 is thought to be best. In this game we get a very rare bird move, bishop b5. Check. Black plays c6, d takes, knight takes, so black has developed another piece there. Knight c3, knight f6, and white tries to win this e-pawn. Black actually ignores this with bishop c5, so the first, maybe you could consider a shocking reply, just totally ignoring this e-pawn. It's actually taken, and the point is, guess what black plays in this position? If I give you 5 seconds, what do you think the point was? You might want to pause the video. Black to play. Okay, it was simply just a castle actually. This bishop is actually immune. If it's taken, we have rook e8, pinning the queen. And if the knight goes out, we just take. So it's just a way of getting even more initiative in this position. We have bishop takes c6, b takes. Can black actually use this bishop pair later? d3, we have rook e8, bishop d2, knight takes, d takes, and now bishop f5, using that pinned pawn, trying to create some light square weaknesses, e5, and it's very tricky now after queen b6. This is actually a double attack on the knight, which is only protected by the rook and the b2 pawn. White seemingly resourcefully addresses both by castling queenside. Is there a problem with this? Well, we have bishop d4 immediately threatening a mate in one, and this prompts white to play the move c3 here. You can see that diagonal's been opened up. What else could white have done in this position? Let's have actually a quick check on this position. Could white have done anything else? Maybe bishop c3. It looks terrible, but maybe this was a slight improvement. Even so, black remains better. So anyway, c3 was played. The question is, how does black concretely exploit this diagonal? Well, he doesn't move his bishop, no time wasted. Rook a b8, threatening mate in one again. Yep, b3. And now a very, very clever move indeed is played in this position. What would you play as black? Can you guess Adolf Anderssen's move here? If I give you 5 seconds. Okay, rook ed8. An amazing concept. The bishop is just left there. You might wonder, well, what is this? What is the threat here? There is a subtle threat in this position. And in fact, this bishop is immune, because if c takes, queen takes, threatening queen a1, and you can see the bishop and queen working very well together on these dark squares. This is very difficult for white to do anything here, so he can't really take that bishop. So he plays knight f3, and now can you see what was actually subtly threatened? Black to play a stunning move which really decides the game, a really, really crushing, powerful move here. I'll give you 5 seconds to see if you can pause the video, try and work it out. You'll get a lot of satisfaction if you can find this winning move here. Okay, there's an underlying mating pattern here. Queen takes b3. Black wants to have a rook here, so it will be checkmate. So this is threatening now a mate in one with either queen b1, queen c2, or queen b1. So that's taken. Rook takes b3, threatening the mate. Now white tries to give his king an escape square with bishop e1, giving d2 as the escape square. Guess what black plays in this position? which sheds more light on why a rook was placed on d8. In fact, if I give you 5 seconds here, what would you play in this position? Okay, you take away that escape square. Bishop e3 check with check, because actually even if the queen takes this bishop, we've still got that rook covering the escape square. Here white resigned, he's being mated. Yes, it's going to be mate on the next move, whatever white does. Knight d2, the knight's pins, you know, rook b1 checkmate, rook d2, rook b1 checkmate. Yeah, this is actually mate here. It's a mate in one coming up. Queen takes rook b1 and the rook is covering d2. So a really elegant, powerful game from Adolf Anderssen. The opponent played some instructive mistakes you won't see in modern master games, but we really need to be thoroughly aware of the punishments when these mistakes are made. This might influence, for example, our blitz chess or faster time controls nowadays. We want to be able to punish the opponent's mistakes, and this was a really radical punishment in my view with that underlying mating pattern. Hope you got something from it. Comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks very much.